brought the order back on a local basis versus a state basis. This just happened, right? So we've amended our lawsuit yesterday, or on Friday. And basically, to sum this up quickly, it's going to address a lot of the things the first lawsuit did not. Number one, it's basically, the basis of it is that our constitutional rights have been violated. Religious being the first one, our right to assemble in a religious manner.
Amen.
And just the right to assemble in general, to protest and to do all different things. I'm not sure how many of you were up at the protest up in Madison. But that protest, they did not give us a permit for that. That went off with, they wouldn't even let the free porta potties be put out so people could go to the bathroom during that protest. It was not their intent to let that go off. So basically, we're fighting for the rights to protest and more importantly, the right to religion. Which, yeah.
Yes.
Which was such an important reason for this country that before the country was even founded, before the Declaration of Independence, or we fought, the Revolutionary War, any of that, when we first came over here from England, we came over here because there was a tyrannical government in England and a tyrannical church, the Church of England. And that was the only way you could practice religion in England was at the Church of England. And that's why our forefathers got on the Mayflower and came across the Atlantic Ocean in the fall of 1620 and started a colony here, long before we ever had this great country. And look at what it's grown into. I mean, this is the greatest country in the history of the world by far.
Keep America great.
We have great freedoms that had great sacrifice put into them to make them happen, right? If you want to hear about a pandemic, the first year that the colony was formed and brought over here in 1620, the winter of 1621, 45 people died of illness during the first winter out of just over 100. There's almost a 50% rate. Now that's a pandemic.
Yes, that's a pandemic. Yeah, I think
Did
so.
they get back on the Mayflower and go back to England and say, this just isn't working out?
No way.
No, they forged ahead. And the basis for that was religious freedom. They wanted to have the freedom to practice religion in any way they saw fit. And that's why that's really the spirit of why I'm a plaintiff in this lawsuit. We want to uphold religious liberty at all costs. No pandemic, no tyrannical government. Nobody should be able to tell us not to assemble and go to church. And this fundamental right, it's why it's the first article, or the First Amendment of the first article of the Constitution. It's that important. It's right at the very beginning of the amendments.
God is in control.
And the press doesn't, I think we're doing something right because you don't read about this second lawsuit in the paper very often, do you?
Nope.
You can find it, but you really got to dig. So that tells me we're on the right track.
Absolutely.
So make sure you let whoever you can know in the state government that we are on the right track and you want our constitutional rights defended at all costs. I'll end with this. There's been so much sacrifice over the years to uphold our constitutional rights and to just form them in the first place in this great country. We have to fight and fight hard to maintain this and keep all the personal freedom we can so that we can make good decisions as we see fit in a free country. Thank you.